Based on true events. Who was the fifth?
One winter night, 4 students from a mountaineering club lost their way in the mountains and were caught in a snowstorm. Through the blizzard, they stumbled upon an old abandoned house. Inside, it was empty. No firewood, no blankets, nothing to keep them warm. They knew if they fell asleep, they would freeze to death.
Then one of them suggested an idea. Let's each take a corner of the room. One person runs and pushes the next, who then runs to the third, then the fourth, and back again. We'll keep moving so we don't fall asleep.
And so, all night long, they kept running along the walls, pushing each other from corner to corner. By morning, rescuers finally found them.
Later, when the students told the story, someone asked, "But wait, if there were 4 of you, then in each corner there should have been just one person. So when the 4th reached his corner, it should have been empty. Why didn't you ever stop?"
The students fell silent. Then, with terror in their eyes, one whispered, "Because it was never empty. Not once."
So, who was the 5th if the house was supposed to be empty?
There is a chilling legend often tied to the hidden secrets of the Vatican, the story of a fallen angel. In the mid-13th century, during excavations beneath the Vatican, workers reportedly uncovered something strange, a creature unlike anything human. It stood over 2 meters tall, with a human-like body, but with wings that appeared burned, blackened, and drained of life.
The being was sealed inside what some described as a glass sarcophagus, others as some kind of mystical trap. Though motionless, it appeared disturbingly alive. The Vatican immediately classified the discovery, hiding it deep within underground archives. To this day, it is said that only select cardinals and the Pope himself have access to it. Over the centuries, whispers spread. A handful of witnesses, members of delegations or Vatican staff, claimed to have seen the creature in the lower vaults, but almost all of them either disappeared or later denied their own words. One servant assigned to the lower levels was once called upon by his superior to deliver a sealed scroll into the guarded chamber. He was instructed not to ask questions and to follow closely behind the cardinal escorting him. That night, after completing his task, the servant fled the Vatican in terror and was never seen again. The very next day, security around the sarcophagus was doubled. Records of the incident were erased. His name was removed from all archives.
But one monk, who had known him personally, claimed that the man left behind a single warning. He repeated it over and over, almost like a prayer. This is a warning.
The existence of the fallen angel remains one of the Vatican's most guarded secrets. Officially, it has never been confirmed, yet rumors persist. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more chilling stories. Gog and Magog, creepy theories and dark hypotheses. Recently, strange news emerged from the border between China and Mongolia. A cave was discovered, its entrance blocked by massive stones.
Locals claim that from deep inside, they can hear low rumbling, growling sounds, and strange vibrations. This chilling discovery has already sparked heated debates, with many recalling ancient legends of the imprisoned beings known as Gog and Magog.
According to myth, they wait for the day they will finally break free. Gog and Magog appear across multiple religious and mythological traditions, including the Quran and the Bible.
In the Quran, they are called Yajuj and Majuj, destructive nations that will be released before the end of the world,
leaving only ruin and devastation behind them. They were once sealed away by the great wall built by Dhul-Qarnayn, and when that wall finally collapses, the great calamities will begin.
In the Bible, Gog and Magog are mentioned in the book of Ezekiel and again in Revelation, where they symbolize ultimate chaos and apocalyptic destruction. When the wall falls, they will sweep through towns and villages, bringing only death and disorder. Their arrival is said to be a sign of the end times.
For now, the wall still stands. Or perhaps it has already begun to crack.
Vatican Mysteries, Dark Secrets and Hidden Legends. The Vatican, one of the most mysterious and influential centers of religious power, has long been surrounded by chilling rumors and terrifying theories. The Secret Archives. The Vatican's secret archives are said to contain an unimaginable collection of forbidden knowledge. Among the whispers, ancient curses written down and sealed away, evidence of contact with extraterrestrials, banned books describing the otherworldly and the occult, even records of pacts with world leaders made with the devil himself. Only the highest-ranking members of the Church are said to have access. Prophecies of the End Times. Some believe the Vatican holds documents predicting the apocalypse itself. Take the infamous Third Secret of Fatima, officially revealed in the year 2000. Many researchers claim what was shown to the public was only a fragment, the darker truth kept hidden to avoid mass panic. The Fallen Angel beneath St. Peter's Basilica. Another chilling legend speaks of a statue of Lucifer locked away deep below St. Peter's Basilica, but some insist it is no statue at all. Instead, they say it is the prison of the fallen angel himself, and once every few centuries, the forces of darkness gather there, desperate to set him free. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more chilling tales of horror and mystery. Vatican Mysteries, Conspiracies and Dark Secrets. The Vatican has always been surrounded by terrifying theories and chilling conspiracies. A deal with aliens. Some claim the Vatican not only knows of extraterrestrial life, but has even collaborated with them. The Vatican Observatory is often linked to the search for alien signals, while secret archives are rumored to contain proof that the Church knew of aliens as far back as the Middle Ages. The disappearance of Emanuela Orlandi. In 1983, 15-year-old Emanuela Orlandi, a citizen of Vatican City, mysteriously vanished. Theories range from abduction by Freemasons or the Mafia tied to Vatican Bank corruption, to even darker claims that she became the victim of a secret ritual. Exorcisms in the Vatican. The Vatican officially recognizes exorcism and even trains priests to perform it. But according to whispers, some cases were so horrifying that priests went insane or vanished without a trace afterward. One such case, they say, is described in classified documents hidden deep in the archives. The mysterious deaths of popes. Many popes died under strange circumstances. Pope John Paul I, for example, reigned only 33 days before suddenly dying, fueling theories that he was silenced after uncovering corruption within the Church. The Crypt of St. Peter. Beneath St. Peter's Basilica lies a crypt said to connect to ancient catacombs. Tourists are allowed only in limited areas. Rumors claim that deeper chambers hold relics with mystical powers used in secret rituals, a hypothesis of demonic influence. Some believe a hidden faction within the Vatican worships satanic forces. Accusations of ritual abuse and occult ceremonies only fuel these suspicions, with whispers of forbidden gatherings carried out behind closed doors. So, which of these theories do you think could be true? Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more chilling tales of horror and mystery.
Coraline, Real and Creepy Origins. Did you know that the animated film Coraline, 2008, based on Neil Gaiman's novel, has roots in a much older and darker legend? This eerie tale comes from Gaiman's home county of Hampshire in the United States. It speaks of an old woman who lived with her granddaughter. The child's parents had died tragically in a fire that supposedly left the girl as the sole survivor. But as years passed, nobody in the village ever saw the child. The grandmother kept her locked away, never allowing anyone near the house. People began to whisper, calling her a bad mother. Yet no one could ever hear or see the girl inside. Suspicion grew. One night, several villagers decided to break into the house to uncover the truth. Inside, they found no clothes, no toys, nothing that suggested a living child, only a crib, empty. And then they discovered it. The charred body of the little girl. Her eyes had been replaced with sewn-on buttons, her mouth crudely stitched shut. The villagers realized the horrific truth. The girl had never survived the fire. The grandmother had kept her body, clinging to it as if it were still alive. She was eventually committed to an asylum, where she lived out the rest of her days. Even there, she would cry and insist that her granddaughter was still with her, begging to be released so she could take care of her. Based on true events, the Hinterkaifeck Massacre. March 1922, Hinterkaifeck, Germany. On a quiet farm lived the Gruber family. Andreas Gruber, his wife Cecilia, their daughter Victoria, and Victoria's two children, 7-year-old Cecilia and 2-year-old Josef. They were joined by the maid, Maria Baumgartner. Andreas had begun noticing strange things, objects misplaced, items vanishing, footsteps heard at night. Once, he even saw mysterious footprints in the snow leading to the farmhouse, but never back out. Despite searching, he found nothing. Then, on the night of March 31st, the horror revealed itself. The intruder, who had been hiding in the attic, finally made his move. Armed with a mattock, he brutally murdered the entire family and their maid. Days passed in silence. Neighbors grew concerned when the children didn't show up to school and no one from the farm was seen outside. When a neighbor finally entered the house, he uncovered a nightmare. Police discovered that the killer had not only hidden in the attic before the murders, but had also stayed afterwards. He milked the cows, ate the family's food, even lit the fireplace. Neighbors had seen smoke rising from the chimney after the murders. To this day, the identity of the killer remains unknown. Thank you for watching. Share your own scary story, and don't forget to subscribe. Real Creepy Stories. The Days of Hunger. This story was told to a father by his grandfather, a memory passed down through generations. During the Great Famine, people turned into beasts. They wandered, desperate for food. It is not written in history books, but there were countless cases of cannibalism. The great-grandfather survived only because his father hid him inside a chest. One night, starving people surrounded their yurt. They searched for food, but the family had none. No grain, no meat, not even a dog. Hearing footsteps draw near, the father silently woke his son. Without a word, he lifted the chest lid, told the boy to climb inside, covered him with a blanket, and closed it. Then,
The door burst open. From inside the chest, the boy heard everything. The screams of his father, the sound of bones snapping, the wet, sickening chewing, the heavy, broken breathing, the whispers filled with insane joy. It went on for what felt like forever.
Finally, silence. Then, footsteps. The lid of the chest creaked open. A hand brushed against the blanket covering the boy, but then the lid slammed shut again. The steps faded into the night. The boy stayed hidden for hours, trembling. When he finally climbed out, nothing remained of his father except blood-stained clothes. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more chilling true stories.